Hi, my name is Kit and welcome to my crazy space. Today we're going to be talking about how to keep your mental health good. First tip is to enjoy nature. So often we find ourselves cooped up or not wanting to go out. Maybe we're burnt out, maybe we just can't be bothered. But if you push yourself to go outside, even if it's just a little walk around the woods or a trip to your local beach, like wherever's nearest that is beautiful. Being cooped up is not good for your mental health at all, and just feeling the wind on your face or the sun on your skin can improve your mental health so much. Bring a friend or even just go alone. It is a really, really good idea to get yourself outside. If you don't go out, it becomes a cycle. The next piece of advice is to surround yourself with animals, whether it's a pet, your own, a loved one's pet, or whether you go to a petting zoo, go to look at some animals in your area. I am very blessed to live in rural Lancashire. I can go for a walk and see goats, birds, possibly even rabbits, like it's wild. But if all else fails, then you could borrow someone else's dog for a walk or just ask a friend if you can go over and pet their animals. The next tip is to get creative. If you want to learn something like sculpting, how to paint, how to draw, even if it's something like writing or singing or cosplay, um, I would suggest just go for it. Like, so many people are so afraid of trying new things because they're afraid that they will fail. Well, my advice to you is to just go for it. So what if you fail? You can try again and you might surprise yourself. The next tip is baking. So, this is another creative thing, but not only is it creative and a little bit scientific, it feeds your family and loved ones. So, yeah, I love Mary Berry and I have the Biro recipe book, which my grandmother used to use, my nanny, and it is wonderful. It's very therapeutic baking. You can see me like leveling out the cake here, and it was so relaxing. And I would suggest getting creative in the kitchen. It can really improve your well-being, and it is so relaxing. And you get a lovely, lovely cake or, delightful snack at the end of it. The next step or tip is to remain silly. The horrors persist, yet I remain silly. Just stop taking yourself so seriously and live a little. So many people are afraid to be goofy. They're afraid to have a little fun and relax and be weird. There's nothing wrong with being weird. Everyone is weird. I think the key to staying youthful and even just happy is to just not take yourself seriously. There's me and my friends. We stole Daniel's crutch and started pretending to be General Grievous. So, yeah, that happened. I just don't understand, or rather, I sympathise, but I think it's very ridiculous how some people are so afraid to just exist and be themselves. Like, it's so much more fun when you just embrace that everyone is a little bit weird, including yourself. The next tip is to be in touch with your spirituality. That's little me when I was young. Spirituality helps so many people, and I'm not naming any specific religion or belief here. Any spirituality can greatly improve your mental health. The next tip is to read. So, not everyone can pick up a book and read for hours, but maybe you could read a comic book, maybe you could listen to an audiobook, maybe you could listen to your favourite podcast. Reading is my favourite pastime. I've not managed to do it in a while. I have ADHD and I find it very hard to focus. But even if you just manage one beautiful story, or I don't know, you read a few pieces of poetry and it improves your mood for the day, it is so worth it. Reading is a wonderful habit, whether it's a article or whether it's a epic fantasy story. I would recommend, however, that fantasy in these days is a lot better than reading some depressing article. Nowadays, any news is good news, whether it's uplifting or not. At least if you pick up an adorable little story or a fantasy book, you know what's inside. There is a description. So I hope this helped you, and please like and subscribe if you would like some more. Thank you for watching.